What if just a few words could make you sound more natural in English, or even like a native speaker? Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Kirsty here, your YouTube English coach. Today we are diving into linking words and connectors you should know to sound more like a native English speaker. Because you can master English, but if you don't use connectors, you won't sound natural. With these small but important words, I'm going to show you how to start conversations and link ideas, add information to your sentences, show contrast, give examples, sequence ideas, and express opinions with so much more flow. Let's begin with some connectors to start conversations and link ideas. Well, a great informal way to begin speaking or to transition into an idea. For example, well, I think it's important to start small when setting goals. So, use this to show cause and effect or to continue a story. I wanted to improve my speaking skills, so I started practicing every day. Actually, is perfect for clarifying or emphasizing a point. Actually, I'm not from Canada, I'm from the UK. Actually, I've been learning English for 3 years now. By the way, use this to introduce a new, slightly unrelated topic. For example, by the way, if you would like some listening practice after this video, check out my popular ghost story, link below in the description. See how I used by the way? You know, this adds conversational tone and helps engage the listener, but it's not formal. It is for spoken English only. Let me give you an example. You know, I think it's important to stay positive, especially when learning a new language. Now let's look at linking words that help you add information to your sentences. And is the most simple. A simple yet powerful word for combining ideas. I love studying English and I enjoy teaching it too. Moreover, is a formal way to add more information, and you can replace and with this word. Don't forget that it's formal, however, so for spoken English, it might be a little bit too much. Let me give you an example. It's important to practice speaking. Moreover, listening to native speakers helps a lot. As well as, use this to include additional information. I'm working on my vocabulary as well as my pronunciation. Not only, but also emphasizes 2 points. Let me show you how to use it. Not only is English useful for travel, but it's also great for your career. In addition, is another formal way to add a point. In addition to speaking practice, writing is essential. Sometimes you need to show contrast or disagreement. The following connectors will help you do this. But is a common way to show contrast. I wanted to join the lesson, but I was too busy. However, is a formal alternative to but. I wanted to join the lesson, however, I was too busy. I love grammar, however, I find it tricky sometimes. Although, is used to show two opposite ideas. Although it was challenging, I continued to practice every day. On the other hand, is perfect for comparing two ideas. My sister likes classical music, I, on the other hand, like rock music. Whereas, helps compare two contrasting ideas. I focus on speaking, whereas my friend prefers listening. Next, let's talk about transition words to give examples and clarify points. For example, we use this to illustrate an idea. There are many ways to practice English. For example, you can join a conversation group, such as, is similar to, for example. I love learning languages such as Spanish and French. Like is a casual way to give examples. You can watch English shows like documentaries or comedies. In other words, use this to explain something in a simpler way. For example, speaking regularly improves fluency. In other words, practice makes perfect. So the second part of your sentence when you use in other words has to be a simple version of the first part of the sentence. That is to say, is a more formal phrase to clarify. I study every day. That is to say, I make it a priority. When telling a story or explaining steps, transition words are essential. First of all, is used to begin a sequence. First of all, set clear learning goals. Then, is to be used for the next step in your story or process. Then, find resources that match your level. After that, is a natural transition in a sequence. After that, practice what you've learned. Finally, will conclude a sequence. Finally, review your progress and celebrate. At the same time, is used to talk about simultaneous actions, actions that happen at the same time. I'm learning English, and at the same time, I'm preparing for a job interview. Lastly, here are connectors to express your opinions clearly. I think, a common way to state your opinion. I think learning English is rewarding. In my opinion, a slightly more formal way to share opinions. Just like I think, you can say in my opinion. In my opinion, consistency is key to success. I agree with that statement. As far as I'm concerned, adds a personal perspective. For example, as far as I'm concerned, vocabulary practice is essential. To be honest, we use this for sincerity. To be honest, I find speaking more difficult than listening. Frankly speaking is another way to express honesty or unfiltered thoughts. Frankly speaking, I need to practice more often. Now, how can you apply what you have learned today? Well, choose a few connector words from each of the segments in this video. There are timestamps so you can go back easily to each segment. Actively practice using the words you choose. In casual conversation, try beginning sentences with, well, or, you know. Try saying, to be honest, instead of I think when you express an opinion. Try using however instead of but, and remember to say, by the way, when you want to change the topic of the conversation. These are just a few examples of connector words that you can use in your use of the English language. This video has lots of vocabulary that you can play with if you want to sound more natural in English. Let me know in the comments below which connectors you already use and which ones from this video you would like to use more. If this video has helped you, could you please help me by clicking the subscribe and the like button. If you want to do some more English with me today, then join me in the next video. Bye for now.